just want to feel the pressure because that's what I like about basketball.
What did you struggle with growing up in Spain?
I mean, to be honest, I didn't have many struggles. I would just say maybe basketball-wise, just I was smaller. I took my time to grow up. I was always tall, but not the tallest or the strongest. So maybe, yeah, I had to toughen up a little bit when playing the European Championship or coming to the NCAA. That's been like my biggest goal, and I think I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, that would be one of the toughest things.
Where in Spain did you
go? The Canary Islands.
Mm-hmm. And like, how's it over there?
It's pretty good. It's great weather, great people. I mean, I just have a lot of fun there.
So do you have a soccer team that you represent over there?
Yeah, we have one. It's in second division right now. Mm-hmm. We were in first division a couple of years ago, and we're trying to get back up there. So yeah.
That's your team too. Like you rep them out of all the teams.
Yeah. That's my favorite team.
You're loyal.
Of course. That's how it is.
One of your past coaches compared your game to Pau Gasol. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's an honor, of course. Just Pau Gasol is one of my basketball idols since I was young. I always looked up to him and other players in the national team, so of course it's an honor. And he's a great player. So yeah, I definitely look at him, try to do what he does. But like I said, there's only one Pau Gasol. So.
What is your favorite part about his game?
I mean, the courage he has. Like he lives it. Of course, he's a great player. He's great technique, great everything. He reads the game like no other. But just his passion for the game is what I think one of the things that made me love basketball that much.
When did you learn English?
So I went to an English school. So since I was 3, I've been learning English. So that's how I got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you made it look easy then.
I mean, I grew up learning English, so I really don't know when I actually learned it. But yeah, it's definitely easier.
What would you say is the difference in basketball style between Spain and America?
I would say America is so much faster. I just feel like the game is just up and down all the time. In Europe, sometimes we stop the ball more, we play more sets.
What do you prefer?
I played more in Europe, of course, but both, to be honest. I mean, I just love, like, I feel like sets are good because you got a lot of reads, but when playing up and down, it's the same thing, only that faster. So, to be honest, I like both of them. I don't have a preference.
Right. What would you say your best strength is?
I think my best strength is just being able to do a little bit of everything, because like that makes you more unpredictable.
When you won the FIBA U18 European Championship, were you nervous going into that game?
I mean, I remember I was banged up. My knee was feeling a little bit, it wasn't feeling great. But no, I wasn't nervous. I mean, we had been practicing for 1 month. We've been locked in. That was our goal. So our goal was to be in the final. So we just had to have fun, to be honest. It sounds cliche or whatever, but that was what I was thinking. Like, I was just like, let's get it. Let's see what happens.
So would you say, like, when it comes down to pressure moments, you don't feel the pressure?
I mean, that's the moments I look forward to. So yeah, of course you feel the pressure, but not necessarily in a bad way. You just want to feel the pressure because that's what I like about basketball.
You train for that moment.
Yeah.
So what did it mean to you to bring the chip home, representing your country, of course, Spain?
I mean, I can't put it in words, to be honest. In like 2 years ago, we played the under-16 European Championship. We came 7th, so we really weren't happy with that result. So we were just like focused on winning, on improving ourselves. So just being able to win for my country and and prove ourselves that we can do it. It was great. Like I said, I can't put it into words.
How was the crowd reacting, like, and everybody else when they found out you guys won?
I mean, it was crazy. I remember the stadium was packed. I think at the beginning of the tournament, no one really thought we could win, but us. So yeah, it was incredible. I just have great memories of that day.
So who did they have as the favorites to win it all?
I don't know, but they were great teams. France was very good. Serbia was very good, but they got eliminated like early. I mean, so yeah, Turkey was very good. So.
What are your thoughts on the G League pathway? Since like before, I believe that was like an option, you chose to come to the NCAA.
Yeah, so the G League was never an option for me. I never considered it. I really didn't know it was there. But I mean, for myself, I believe the option I took is the best I could have taken. I know for other players it may not be like that, and I've seen. Especially this year, a lot of players going to the G League, which was kind of a shock. But I mean, I think it's great. Everyone has its own way, so we will see.
Do you want to be the best player in Spain one day? And if so, who is in the competition with you that you know, like, you have to like make sure that you're on top of your game against that guy, or you have to be better than that guy to get that title?
Yeah, I mean, so to be honest, I wanna win a lot of championships with the national team, and of course I wanna be the best player. But I compete against myself. I wanna be better every day. But we got a lot of good players, especially now we got new, very good young players. I mean, if I have to think about someone, I would say Guzman. I played with him. We won the championship together, and being able to practice for a month every day against him was great for me. I think. He pushed me a lot, I pushed him a lot, and it made us both better.
So, growing up in Spain, of course, what age did you start playing basketball?
I mean, I was very young. I wasn't even in school, but I saw my cousin playing basketball, so I told my dad, like, yo, I want to go play with him. I was like, you got to wait a year. So when I got to school, maybe I was 3 or 4, I started playing like basketball in very small hoops. And as I got older, my school has a team, and I stayed there until I left for the NCAA.
Wow. So was it like a top basketball school where you were?
Yeah, it was very good. So like when you're young, you just play for fun and stuff, but then you start competing with other teams. And we went to Spanish championships, and we would compete with big teams like Real Madrid or Barcelona, and sometimes we would beat them. So yeah, we definitely had a great team, and the work there was fantastic. That's why I never left.
Mm-hmm. How did your cousins react when they saw like you blossom into the talented player you are today?
I mean, my cousin, I love playing with him. I think I play great with him. He plays great with me, but he doesn't play anymore. And of course he knows what I was capable of. I feel like I trust myself a lot, but he also trusts myself. So of course he was very, very happy, but he told me like he trusted me. So it was a good surprise, but it wasn't really a surprise. Like he knew I was capable of doing it. So yeah, it's great to have his support.
What do you think about NBA players now extending their range up until like the logo now? Like, and that's like a regular shot.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, basketball is evolving, but every time you see one of those shots, even though you see guys like Trey or Steph just hitting those shots consistently, every time they hit one, it's just like, wow. Like I don't get used to it yet. Like, it's incredible, but yeah, and it's hard because if you got them out there, they'll find a way to get their teammates an open shot or get a lay.
So for a player like yourself that is the younger generation of the game, and you're making your way up until that point, like seeing them doing that and seeing how normal they're making that seem in the game, are you kind of preparing yourself to like do that too?
I mean, Of course, there's always the option. I'm not training those shots. I'm not saying I am, but of course I'm shooting from the 3-point line, a little bit behind. Of course, you want to have range. You don't have to be. You don't want to be limited. But of course, those shots are tough. But it's also different. I feel like I can get shots over people while they're being smaller. They can, but they have more range. So that's what makes them different. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm gonna be taking those shots, but if my numbers go down, I have to take one of those shots in a game, I will, for sure, no doubt.
One last question, Santi. If you could give any piece of advice to a kid that was your age when you started playing, about like 5 or 6, you said?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
If he was like a 5 or 6 years old, like your old self, what advice would you give them?
Simple, have fun. That's the best, because I started playing, having fun. Then when I realized I could play a little bit more, I started thinking about other stuff. But having fun is the key. If you don't have fun, there's no point.
And specifically, if they were also coming to America to play in the NCAA, coming from Spain, advice that you would give them in regards to the transition?
Yeah, just have an open mind and try to learn as much as you can, because the culture is similar, but in other ways it's very different. So you can just have to learn as much as you can from people, from the culture, from whatever your coaches tell you. So just coming to another country just opened my eyes, made me see life in a different ways.